Graveyard, and will Kaizer Chiefs be able to score here this afternoon? They weren't able to do it last year. Captain of the Amakosi, the man who's played the most games for Kaizer Chiefs in the lineup this afternoon. 381st cap this afternoon for Kaizer Chiefs, or in the Castle Premiership. John Maduka, the skipper of the home side, Bushbucks. Both clubs sharing the same sort of colours, but Kaizer Chiefs in the away strip this afternoon as an expectant crowd right in front of our commentary position, looking to see if the home team can pull something out of the bag against perhaps the favoured Kaizer Chiefs this afternoon.
So as you pointed out, I think he'll play a vital role for Chiefs this afternoon.
Bushbucks looking dangerous through Bukubi. Brian Beloy had to be awfully sharp off his line there. The danger signs open for Kaizer Chiefs, are looking very slick on the ball at the moment, but they need to guard when on the retreat.
Excellent goalkeeping there by Brian Beloy. Very, very brave. He's looked very good from the beginning of this season and needed to come out and gather that.
Ace up his sleeve, and that's his enormous pace. Well, we do apologise for the pictures should they bounce around a little. Our position in the main grandstand is a little tentative at best.
Well, Matibella won't be happy with that. The long ball floated to the far post. And Kaizer Chiefs go one goal into the lead.
The celebrations in the Amakosi camp. They felt they needed to come here and strike early, and they've done that. And they lead by a goal to nil here at the Independence Stadium.
Long ball played into the far post. Robert Nosavides gets up high, takes an awkward bounce, but Matibella will certainly not be happy with that goalkeeping.
It's not often that the Namibian gets on the scoreboard, but he's done that there. Gosha's free kick. Sedi. Amoki. No way past John Maduka. Bushbuck skipper. Bushbucks really having to do the bulk of the defending at the moment. Ilojigwe. Mompete. Certainly are putting the Bushbucks defence to the sword at the moment, Kaizer Chiefs. Marvin Klaassen, or beg your pardon, Bafana Matibella having a busy afternoon in the early stages. Mazibuko. No way through for him. Much good work by Chalo Moki. Oh, Kamalo's given it away. Bukubi. Mazibuko. Good cover from Beloy. Left largely unprotected by his defence. But that only courtesy of good work by Sibisiso Mazibuko. The Chiefs still with their ascendancy, and the 1-0 lead that they hold at the moment. Watch Mazibuko here testing Brian Beloy. Sedi looks for Moke, finds Maduka. Oh, Bushbucks are giving it away here. But Mompete is never quiet. Still Mompete. Inside Clausen. Still not better. Goes down. Penalty given by Taisel. Clearly harried all the way into that penalty area of Bushbucks. Siobonga Nombete. He went down. The referee pointed straight to the spot.
No doubt in the referee's mind. But what a brilliant run this. Interestingly enough, this was the first time that Kaizer Chiefs had gone down this right-hand flank. Everything in the past had come down that left-hand side.
An opportunity for the Amakosi to double their lead here in Umtata, and it will be the man who was brought down himself. He's recovered from that foul. And he converts off the inside of the right-hand upright, it must be said. Ertugrul is a happy man. And Kaizer Chiefs have doubled their lead halfway through the second half. First half, beg your pardon, of course. It is the first half.
Absolutely no chance there for Matibela. Well taken penalty by Nombete. He really seems to be maturing with every single game he plays. Even though the keeper chooses the right corner, no chance of stopping this.
Well, now we see the referee, whose colours had clashed with Goma. Well, they've given it away here, and space for Nombete. He'll capitalise on any opportunity given to him. Good tracking back there from Bernard Goma. Messina. Bushbucks, to their credit, are trying gamely, but just unable to match the prowess of Kaizer Chiefs here at the moment.
Well, when Chiefs lose it, they get back in numbers. They've always got 6-7 people back there. Very, very compact as well, particularly in midfield.
Dennis Messina, Mazibuko, he'll always be a danger man. Mazibuko, perhaps just doing a little too much. Malashe. Oh, direct through. There should be a great opportunity here for Bushbucks to pull one back. Vukubi pushed wide all the time. They do get their first corner out of it. Dennis Vukubi has certainly been a live wire throughout the first half so far. Zwani helping out in defense. Matuka and Ilotigwe with the aerial collision. It might just have been a handball from John Maduka. He went up with Tony Ilotigwe in his first season for Kaizer Chiefs from African Wanderers. Clausen being impeded by the self-same Ilotigwe.
It's never easy to get a settled team going as quickly as this. It's going to take a while.
Especially if you're looking to replace players with the names of Cyril and Zama, the Mugai twins, and Patrick Mayo, who was their top goal scorer last season. Nombete will make it 3 before half-time. No, he won't. I fancy there was an offside flag that stops that goal from counting. It looked a clear-cut thing from Nombete's point of view in any event, but the official on the near side had other ideas.
That's right, but Nombete's caused so many problems for this almost completely new Bushbucks defence.
having allowed 3.5 minutes of referee's optional time, and it'll be a fairly relieved Bushbucks who will go into the dressing room to receive a little bit of TLC from their coach Victor Bondarenko. Perhaps it'll be quite the opposite though. They haven't performed as well as they might have done here, but with the kickoff for the second half here in Umtata, and a whole host of substitutions likely to be made. We'll just wait for those as Dr. Kamala, the captain of the side that holds the ascendancy just at the moment by 2-0, is in deep conversation. Well, Vincent Skosana, one of the men who looks likely to have a run here in the second half, along with Mzunani Mgwigwi. And we're just waiting for the boards to signify who he's going to be coming on for. But Skosana will play for the second half, and quite rightly Victor Bondarenko ringing the changes. I fancy it is necessary, maybe not so much in defence. I don't think he'll play too many changes in the defensive pattern, but maybe looking to prevent the ball from getting through to the defence, and the changes might just be in midfield.
And of course, Skosana, a very attacking player, prepared to take players on, can create a lot for other teammates as well.
Well, we can't quite tell you who the players are that have made way for the two players, Skosana and Mgwigwi. And Toto Makwena will come on as well for Kaizer Chiefs. So 3-7 Ilotigwe. Moki straight into the path of Klaassen. Well, that's very competent ball play by Bushbucks. The release for Bakubi. Kosha to the rescue. Encouraging signs here for Bushbucks, Deshi.
Well, Kevin, I think especially at the back, they'll be happy the way things have gone so far. It's early days yet. I think they've settled for a man-marking job at the back. Malashi and Ilodigwe, and Lihoko picking up Nomvete.
Tembasedi involved with Mazibuko, might have just clipped his heel, picks up the injury. Well, they've given it away rather carelessly, Bushbucks. Nomvete. Well, they've allowed Moki in. Marvin, I beg your pardon, Matibela was a little tardy coming off his line. But if Siabonga Nomvete had looked up to his right-hand side, he had Zwane acres of space on his right-hand side. He chose to come in to the crowded area and lost momentum, Kaizer Chiefs. Now Messina. Once again, Vukubi offside for the umpteenth time.
Still got to be picked up, Kevin. Makes darting runs, gets in behind defenders. The Chiefs have got to be careful that they don't get caught out.
Dennis Messina. Well, that looked like a handball from Liefert Kosha, blown by the referee, Deisel.
Well, there really wasn't very much Liefert could have done there. But the handball's been given anyway.
So anxious moments here for Kaizer Chiefs and a golden opportunity for the home side. Lots of vocal from Brian Valoy. The punch away from the Maduka free kick. Well, Magwigwi might be a little embarrassed if he sees that on the world of soccer. Nicely taken free kick from John Maduka. Valoy perfectly placed. Opportunity wasted by Zanani. Still trailed by 2-0, and a further substitution from the bench of Munsin Ertikal, and out will go Tony Ilotikwe. On will come Daniel Matsao. Matsao also in his first season back with Kaizer Chiefs after an on-loan period with Bloemfontein Celtic. And the 23 striker Matsao joins the fray with his fellow under-23 international striker Siyabonga Nombete. Bushbucks faithful trying to get their team to raise their spirits a little. Zwane, Lipat Kosha, space for Thabo Moki. That battle with him and the Bushbucks captain continues. Maduka getting the better of the Kaizer Chiefs midfielder for once. Dennis Messina, good skill from him. It's Kosana now. Well, carelessly breaking down through Zwane, who cut back rather well. Nombete. Surrounded by numbers of players. Dr. Kamalo Matsao with his first touch. Was on the stretch, Daniel Matsao. Perhaps if he'd been a taller man, things might have been a little different for Bushbucks. Great ball in by Dr. Kamalo as the Bushbucks defence saw themselves stretched again. Mokoena taking over the set piece. Things are all cleared off the line. Matibela was nowhere. Unfortunately for him, Malashe was back. Oh, what can Bushbucks make of this situation? Mkwigwi, Messina. Skosana. Mazibuko. Timbasedi very comfortable in defense. Mazibuko. Don Maduka. Kamalo fulfilling that defensive midfield role to perfection. Matsao making a meal of the position intended for him. Of getting the position returned to the striking force. Malashe will have a long distance effort. Not a bad one either.
Definitely not, Kevin. Got it on target from a long way out. Brian Valoy was positioned well. But it's certainly been two good substitutions. The first two by Bondarenko here for Bushbucks. Just spark them back into life.
They've certainly been more competitive in the second half than what they were in the first. Kamalo getting away with what might have been blown by Daisel, but he was right on the spot and at a better angle than we are in the commentary box. Oh, no, look at Nombete around Maduka. Beats Klaassen. The flying Matsao. Oh, how that didn't connect, only he will know. But Matibela not put off by it and doing rather well, I fancy.
What a magical player Nombete is. Such a joy to watch. Particularly when he's going on those runs down the flanks.
Zwane find Kamalo. Once again, Kaizer Chiefs just finding the gaps now as the Bushbucks players become a little leg weary perhaps. Daniel Matsao, Kamalo, not better, that's 3. It'll count this time. We saw one disallowed for the offside in the first half, but Nombete eventually gets one to add to the BP top 8 goal that he scored. Set up by Daniel Matsao, the touch from Kamalo. Machibela, no chance whatsoever to keep that out. And one fancied that the longer the second half progressed, the more chance there was that Kaizer Chiefs were going to extend their lead. And Nombete has done that with his second. First from the penalty spot. And he's completed his brace here in the dying moments. Tobo Morki. Kaizer Chiefs threatening just to make things a little embarrassing for Bushbucks the longer the game continues. Matsao. Still no way through for Bushbucks. Now Kamalo, the first timer. Release for Nombete. Claassen is hurrying back. Nombete is a little wide. Perhaps a lucky let off there for Bushbucks. Perhaps if more players had been up for Kaizer Chiefs, it might have been a little different. He's already scored 2 this afternoon, Nombete. And the man of the match award goes to Kaizer Chiefs stalwart Zwane, and Zwane's final touch brings the end to this enthralling encounter. More from a Kaizer Chiefs point of view than that of Bushbucks. A very satisfied grin from Musino to goal, who picks up his second 3-pointer in a matter of days. Only 3 days ago at the Johannesburg Stadium with a 1-0 victory. Late it might have been from an own goal as well, but he'll take the 3 points from whichever way they come over Bloemfontein Celtic. This afternoon over Bushbucks in the graveyard of Umtata. A very comprehensive performance from Kaizer Chiefs, and 2 goals in the first half from Robert Noseb and Siyabonga Nombete.